Hello everyone, Archangel with CryptoAngel here, bringing you the Shiba Inu daily news for July 24th, 2021. As a reminder, this is a quick run through of community relevant information from Shytoshi and Eric. I won't be adding much commentary, if any, on this. This is simply for those who don't have access to Discord or that don't want to sort through the walls of text for information. I'll also not be including responses where the original message was deleted or not retrievable, and we can't figure out the context from the response. So with that, here we go. And everybody's wanting to know about where rewards are and what the process is for those. Sam Nemo begins, "I'm asking for details. I'm curious and it seems a little strange." Eric responds, "There's actually around 40 contracts executed during this process and signed and verified manually one by one. As it is an offline process, there are 4 systems running the rewards calculation for each user during about 8 to 10 hours. Then running Treasure Finder to update rewards into the Swap Rewards distributor. Then sending X-Shib Bone distributor, X-Leash, T-Bone, etc. and going into Merkle contracts, which there are 8 in total. Then updating Merkle root with a freeze and unfreeze for each weekly generated file with all the users, amounts, and wallets weekly. The files running are about 8 to 10 hours. Then pushing the details. You want details? You have some details. It's fun to read, quote, calculated in an automated fashion, end quote. If you want more details, actually 90,000 inputs from users just on Berry Shib Bone alone. Now imagine all the pools and all the contracts. Doesn't look that easy, right?" The Goat says, "Wow, that's crazy. Moving forward, should we expect rewards to be delivered at different times every week? Thanks ahead of time." Eric responds, "Depends on the volume and the data of the week. The process might vary in minutes or hours weekly. It's not the same amount of data to work with every week, and the process can take different times. That's why the rewards are sent weekly and not every Saturday at X hour. Hope that makes sense." Gary Grams says, "So the rewards are late today?" And Eric responds, "The process is running. It is pushed on the front end as soon as rewards are available to claim for users. An example, the data for Berry Shib Bone is bigger this week, and that process takes more time than the last one." Ownage BLM says, "So basically we aren't getting, quote, weekly rewards, since it won't be the same time on a Saturday. Or do they freeze the reward time at a certain time every week and then give rewards hours after that?" Eric responds, "We freeze on a Saturday on X block, then restart the process for the next week from that point." Sam Nemo asks, "Is it possible to start the calculations at the start of each week and track them as the week progresses instead of all on the last day of the week?" Eric responds, "No, that's not how that works." Just Another User 1234 asks, "Will this be automated in the future, or is it so manual because of the approvals involved?" And Eric responds, "That's why our process is safe in comparison with the hacked DeFis over the last several months." And if you do remember, they have stated that this is a manual process multiple times before ShibaSwap launched, and the hacks of the other DeFis as the reason for that. Sam Nemo asks, "I don't know much about blockchain details, but if any of the data is available earlier, it seems possible, but it sounds like you're saying it's not." Eric responds, "You don't know the data until you freeze on Saturday. Rewards are calculated individually for each user depending on the blocks they've spent on the pools, so you can track at the start and end of each pool as it takes into consideration the blocks you spent there, plus the amount of people joining and leaving, and the blocks that they've spent, plus the rewards generated in all the platform transactions, etc. All that data can't be taken or tracked at the start of the week." CryptoFan23 says, "I would like to give a suggestion I am not sure if you all discussed perhaps changing rewards to bi-weekly or bi-monthly to take off workload on everyone on a weekly basis. Eric says it's an option, but that must be voted on probably by the community. We're pushing the doggy DAO for implementation soon and take that kind of decision that change the wolf paper and need to be approved by the community. Sam Nemo says, I mean, if part of the reward depends on time spent in the pool, part of that is known after one day. Maybe some way to keep running a total, but again, probably not simple. Eric responds, you can't, as pools vary every few minutes. We don't have one pool as other exchanges. We have a Berry Shib, Berry Leash, and Berry Bone pool, and rewards on Ethereum, Shib, Leash, Bone, USDT, USDC, DAI, and WBTC. So the process is different and not that simple. Miss ShibaSwap Enthusiast says, feel bad for you with the rewards hitting on the weekends. Would be a bit quieter for you if they were done during the week when people are at work. Eric responds, yep, that's something we'll study and adjust over time. I was signing 30 transactions from a restaurant, laptop, cold wallet, and a pizza. Not a joke, haha. So that wraps up the July 24th, 2021 Shiba Inu Daily News, but just a few comments. I know there are several people that are down on their original investment in Shiba, and with the rewards, quote unquote, being late for their expectations, the general consensus has been a poor attitude across the various forums. But the biggest strength and the biggest weakness of the Shiba Inu community is its community. So as you are engaging among community members, remember that you can either be positive or be negative, but you broadcast your personality in these types of conversations. So I just want to throw that out there, and maybe I'll do a little bit more discussion on that at a future date. But the community is what makes this project, and the community is what could break this project. So keep that in mind as you are working through these situations. And with that, Archangel out.